Bashers!
I'm pregnant, man. I'm pregnant.
Congratulations. Who's the lucky guy?
Turkey, ham, potatoes, veggies, Christmas cake, Pandoro. I've overdone it. I overdid it, man.
Sounds like you need Teenage Enema Nurse in Bondage. Teenage Enema Nurse in Bondage. Did you guys know that song when you were growing up?
No, what is that? Teenage Enema Nurse?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Dude.
Teenage Enema Nurse in Bondage. Teenage Enema Nurse.
Is that? Remember that? There was a record, heavy metal record years ago with a famous porn star, and she is putting her hand into
That's Blink 182, I think.
She's putting her hand into a rubber glove.
Yeah, I think
that's Blink 182, so that's recent-ish.
BLINK 182.
JM Octofinissimo. Bash about effing time for a bashing.
Yeah, Enema of the State, Blink 182.
Enema of the State.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Teenage Enema Nurse was by Pussy Killer. It was Teenage Enema Nurse, but it was really poppy. Teenage Enema Nurse in Bondage. Teenage Enema Nurse. Oh my friend Ricky was the purveyor of all things in plastic bags, meaning imports. So he turned me on to like Venom, which I didn't like, of course. The Mentors. Venom. Remember? Well, sure. They're one of the new wave of British heavy metal. They're one of the originals.
Yeah.
So they were the first pentagram band to do a pentagram and all that crap. That was like a really great time for music, like the early to mid 80s when all these cool bands were coming out.
Right.
They're amazing. Some of them got really big and some of them didn't. Like I think the five the godfathers of the new wave of British heavy metal, new NWO, whatever the acronym is for that, was Iron Maiden, Saxon, Motorhead,
I remember. Yeah.
Angel Witch. Do you know who Angel Witch are?
No,
but they were like they were one of them. I can't think of the other one, but there's five. What was it? I'll remember it in a minute. But it was all British, all metal, and it was like the new wave. And that's when
I didn't hear about this. Darren Strolling's sorry, Dirk, about effing time is going away. It's a shame. That was a fabulous. First of all, it was not a fabulous show. I'm sorry. I mean, they're nice guys, and I like Adrian. I always liked his channel. It was a real snooze fest. I'm sorry. But if you loved the show, I'm sorry that you got that bad news. Shane McGurk, evening all. Hey, look, we got a super chat right out of the gate. Now, that's the spirit. Gear and Train 199. Nice to see everyone. Cheers. Guys, this is an episode of iBashers. Not of, Oshinomali channel stuff. We have a separate channel and we've been trying to promote it. Where we just kind of talk about everything and anything, like anything's up for grabs. And this is the channel. I'm going to stick it in the chat. If you're not already subbed, you better get on it now, because tonight we're giving away a watch to one of the subscribers. And if you're not subscribed to the iBashers channel, and that is the link right there, you are out, my friend. If you're not in, you can't win. That's the old phrase, right?
Yeah, you got to be in it to win it.
You got to be in it to win it. Yeah, it's a producer Michael thing.
Yeah, I tried to watch that show, and I also really appreciate what Adrian does, but I just thought, it's certain things, chemistry, just, can you switch us around, by the way? This is not good. This is freaking me out. You know how much I hate that. Yeah,
you like me looking away.
Just that's the way it is. That's the channel. That's the look of it. It just drives me bananas.
Got it.
Even though I'm left-handed, to look at it that way, that would have been a good question.
You have demoitis. You're just addicted to the original version.
It's very true. I always have demoitis. I always do, even if it sounds shit. Just there's a magic in the demo, and it's true. I mean, I have said this 1,000 times about the Mr. North records. I was so addicted to the demos, the Nick Didia stuff. I loved all those demos. And then what was the one song that I was just like, the Let Me In version on the record? I was like, oh, that's not the one I love.
Yeah, you just fell in love with it. It's demoitis. Everybody gets it. You fall in love with the original version. Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly human. It's for the same reason as no one liked George Lucas's new Star Wars, when he remade them. You know, nobody wanted to see that shit because they had all fallen deeply in love with the original version. Don't fuck with a perfect thing, Georgie boy.
It's like art is living and breathing. No, it isn't. Movies are movies. Oh, don't make him shoot first. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh no, yes, Greedo shot first. Don't do that shit.
No.
So much that's wrong with that. So this is the watch we're going to be giving away, guys. Beautiful. I call it the SEIKO Hulk. Some people say no, it's the green version of the Sumo. That's more the Hulk. But the reason I call it the SEIKO Hulk is because the Rolex Hulk isn't just a steel sports watch. It's also a very elegant, beautiful watch you can wear with a suit. And I think this is the same. I think SEIKO really knocked it out of the park. It's a very shiny and beautiful hunk of steel. Look at that.
Gorgeous. Thing. Look at that. Look at the loom on that.
The loom. Oh, well, SEIKO loom. Second to none, man. There's nothing like SEIKO loom. It's fantastic. And we're going to give one of these away tonight at the end of the show, or toward the end of the show. We're going to be asking you guys a few questions, and the first person to get all three right in the chat will be winning this watch. There will be questions that only a person who knows the iBashers well will be able to answer off the mark, and you'll only have about 20 or 30 seconds to answer. So any haters out there think they can swindle the system, you ain't got a chance, guys, unless you hate us so much that you watch every single second of everything we do, in which case you probably deserve to win.
Right.
Anyway.
And I want to reiterate also that earlier in some of my Dirk weekdays, we weren't sure exactly how we were going to get this accomplished, but YouTube gave us a real kind of rock and a hard place. It was almost literally, it was impossible to download all the names of the subscribers and put them in a hat. They made it impossible. So we scrambled this afternoon to come up with a fair way that our real viewers, the guys that have subbed, watch all the episodes, will know they're very simple questions. There's nothing technical.
Yeah,
if you know us, you know it. It's going to be
the most
easy.
Important part, guys, is that you're subbed to the iBashers, because if you get all three questions right, and then we go, congratulations, and then we see you're not subbed, you're out. We're going to move to the second person. So don't make that mistake. You got to sub to the iBashers. If that link, if you can't copy it for some reason, just go search for the iBashers on YouTube. You'll find it right there, and make sure you subscribe, and then you're in for the chance of winning this gorgeous watch. I love this thing. I mean, I love how flat it is. Look how shallow that dial is.
Yeah.
It's perfectly legible. It also has that interesting bezel that's seconds as a compass when you use the Scout Boy.
So unique
trick. Yeah, it's really cool.
I love the crown too. It's a beefy looking crown. I like it.
Yeah, and it's down at 4, and it has the cushion case, which makes the watch much more wearable. I think the cushion case should be used by everyone, but maybe they have a patent on the thing. I don't know. But I mean,
Omega used to do cushion cases back in the day.
Yeah.
Back when.
I think it's a great thing. Just makes it, as you curve your arm, if you have to kind of grip something or push something, you don't want that thing digging into the back of your hand.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah, you don't have that issue because you wear the watch on the other hand. Speaking of which, let's see that puppy on your wrist tonight. Let's see what you're wearing.
Milgos.
Very beautiful. Looks great. Want to see what I'm wearing?
Yeah. You got that sounds ominous. Oh Jesus. It's wearing the AP Chrono. Wow. That is not even to be reckoned with. Oh Jesus Christ.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? I figured, I haven't been wearing it much lately.
We're not giving that away.
No. I went to an exhibition earlier in Palazzo Grassi, beautiful photography, black and white photography exhibition. Myself and my daughter went together, and it was excellent. And I wore this watch, and I'm so glad I did, because I got some lovely wristwatch rolls that I can post on Instagram.
Isn't
later.
that so weird for watch enthusiasts? Like the wrist roll is like the porn.
Yes.
It's like the Age of Innocence wrist shot. It's just the thing that everybody goes when you do a wrist roll.
And some people, like, they put a little suspense in, so they start on the other side and they slowly roll it around.
Wow.
You know, they make.
I guess you could even add the roll
It's like
the slow mo on it.
add stripper music. You know.
Yeah, right. What's the ultimate stripper song?
I don't know, but it's like, you know, it's like.
It's not "Girls, Girls, Girls" by Motley Crue.
Well, I mean, in modern days, I'm talking about the old days.
Oh, the old,
you know,
like
she
burlesque.
slowly takes, the burlesque shit, yeah.
JW.
Girls. That's coming into my head now after you said
Like
that.
he said it.
Or pour some sugar on me, right? There you go.
Yeah.
JW's got it.
Pour some sugar on me.
Def Leppard.
Sure. Isn't that funny how Def Leppard songs don't mean anything? Because their producer, Mutt Lang. I just recently saw somebody talking about Mutt Lang and they were calling him Mutt Lange. Like he's a Lange Zona.
Mutt Lange and Zone. Maybe Mutt Lang and his son are now producers. They should be calling that watch brand.
That would be cool, right?
Yeah.
He taught the band that who cares about what the lyrics mean? Just get the syntax and the rhyming perfect. Like, come on, baby, try to give it on. Living like a lover with a radar gun. I mean, it just makes no sense. It's just gibberish, but it just sounds cool, like a video.
There's a good one,
man.
Brown Sugar.
Brown
Stones.
Sugar, yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one. If you're in a Harlem strip club, right?
Did you ever go back with, before you switched sides? Because I know you've been with ladies as well in your history. Did you ever go to a strip club?
Sure, and enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a lark. Yeah.
I only went a few times ever. I always found them to be really sad kind of places, you know. I'd just look around at the men around me and go, oh, God.
That's gross, yeah. This was all in my youth, except you want to hear the funniest story? Colin, your old singer, and I went to the Riverhead Inn down the block in Long Island City. And this was, I'm not kidding you, this is like when Long Island City was desolate. And it was next to a Chinese laundry. And you walk in, and we saw a girl dancing, and she, ready? Was pregnant.
I remember that place. I never went into that place. Never once. Once I heard that story that there were pregnant strippers, I was like, I am never going there.
We went in there. He's like, come on. And it was all his idea. Let's go. This is going to be fun. We went out to get a bottle of wine because we killed 2 here. And then we went down there, and it was just, I looked at him, he looked at me, and we just went, boom. And it was such skeezy guys. Oh, it was so creepy.
First one I went to was with Danielle. She dragged me. We played the Viper Room in L.A. And afterwards, she was like, I want to go to a strip club. And I was like, what flavor are you, girl? Like, what's going on here? Still getting to know her, really, at the time. She wanted to go to a strip club. I was like, all right. So we asked the bouncer of the Viper Room. He goes, well, down there and blah, blah, blah. So I go down and we walk in. There's an ATM right by the door inside. And the minute they saw me going for the ATM, all the girls run over to go, hey, sugar, you know, how you doing? Because they want to, I don't know, that's the way, if you were intending on taking out $100, once you get all these smiles from the caresses from the ladies, maybe you're going to take out 300 instead. You know, it's their way of milking you. So I stood back away from the ATM, and then they stood away. And then I went back, and they came over again. I was like, this is like I have a remote control on their legs just by moving edging my way towards the ATM. But she wanted, she wanted lap dances. She goes, who do you like? I'm like, what's going on with this girl? Is this a swinger? Am I dating a swinger? And she goes, I like her. I'm like, okay. She picked the one with the biggest bosom because she didn't have a whole lot going on. You know, remember her? She was stunning, right? She was more beautiful than all the strippers. So I was like, okay, I don't know her, then I'll pick anyone, whatever. So we go into separate booths, and the girl like giving me a lap dance is like, is that your girlfriend? And I was like, yeah. She goes, she's so beautiful. I was like, yeah, why isn't she doing this to me? I could get this for free. Like, I'm really in the wrongest place. But I ended up in the conversation with the girl, and you know, what are you doing here, and where are you from, and so on.
Sure. There's girls that are working their way through college and not addicted
Yeah.
to drugs. They're
Yeah. You okay? A little sneeze.
it's like every time I get on the show, I sneeze. I don't know what it is.
Really? Mr. Badgas, $2.
Uh-oh.
The Stripper by David Rose. There's our bell.
I got rid of the mallet because that was the one that was killing you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Default £2. Happy Christmas. Have a lovely
£2.
evening to all. Same to you.
Much prettier, right? Lighter.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. The other one was just like a mallet to the head. So I noticed that when the few times that I had been out with the boys doing the strip club thing, we went once when we were on tour in it was Hamburg. We went to the famous Reeperbahn, the red light district.
Yes.
Maybe more famous now because that's where the Beatles got their start. That's where they honed their live show and where they played with Pete Best before they got Ringo. But they saw Ringo in another band there. But you would walk down these streets and it's because a big wall and there's a red lights and it's, Reeperbahn, very famous street. And all the girls would be in the windows. There'd be strip clubs everywhere, all kinds of erotica everywhere. Mm-hmm. But there'd be girls in the windows, the actual, take a number of prostitutes. And they'd be petting their little white dogs in the window with their fishnet stockings and their brassieres and teddies and things, and to try to lure guys in. And all the guys in the crew, because we were on tour. That tour was 3 bands, so we had a pretty big crew. It was like maybe 20 different guys. And all the crew, they were all European. They all were lined up. They all wanted to go to prostitutes. And we were like, oh my God.
Oh boy. Oh. JK Solutions 199. Thanks so much. Love the channel. Hey. Don't ever stick to just watches. Thank you, man. Thank you for saying that.
Thank you.
Nobby Sensei's in the room.
And we are talking about horse, like you said earlier.
We actually are.
We're actually literally.
You just said teddy. That's like my favorite lingerie.
It's beautiful.
When I see a woman in a teddy, man, it's
yeah, that's a sexy thing.
It does something to me. It really does.
Oh.
The Stripper by David Rose. I don't know that song. 1958. Oh my God, really?
Well, listen to
got that one already. I'm just trying to figure out what song. There, Vester. While you're on
a lot of super chats.
Yeah, tons of them. They're small, but they're very much appreciated. Merry Christmas, gents.
Thank you, kids.
Yeah, I don't like the super fancy lingerie, like when it's super arty and white, and I prefer it a little bit more dollish or something. I don't know how to describe it.
I think, of course, I don't care, but being a person of a different persuasion, I do enjoy seeing a beautiful woman dressed beautifully. And when I think about gorgeous lingerie, I think about the 1950s or early 60s, like the Mad Men era, when a woman would get ready for a night of passion. She would have the most beautiful satin or silk, like gauzy kind of diaphanous kind of, stuff, like a beautiful teddy with like a beautiful sheer wrap and garters. Wow.
Do you remember the fembots or whatever in the remember Mike Myers made those?
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers
stole that from the Bionic Woman.
Right.
That's where fembots actually came from.
Okay. They were cute. Now, eventually they had like guns on their brassieres or whatever, but it was all a joke. But that was super cute. I don't know why everyone just likes a. Yeah, there it is. I'll pull it up there.
Do you have some good stuff?
No, I'm just like looking for. We all have our taste. I guess some people like black leather or whatever. I mean, this is definitely my kind of thing. Reject cookies. I hate this shit. Whoops. Gone to a totally different page. Anyway, you see what I'm talking about there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did it come up?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's ridiculous.
It's so cute and dollish,
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that, like a black leather with studs coming out. I'm like,
no, that's just... What it was that Betty Page, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Betty Draper, a.k.a. January Jones. Yeah, she was very, very beautiful.
Betty Draper was just...
Mad Men, yeah.
Could she be lovelier? She's so loved. She's Grace Kelly beautiful. Maybe more beautiful than Grace
It's
Kelly.
the only actress I've ever seen make a career out of blinking.
Yeah.
She would blink all the time. Look, let me do a zoom in. This is Betty Draper or January Jones acting. She's just blinking constantly like that.
She's a blinker.
And actors don't blink, but she blinks and it works.
That's why Madonna's such a shit actor, because she's always blinking constantly.
You're not supposed to blink.
Not
It
supposed
kills
to
the
blink.
vibe.
Oh,
Kleiner Hund, $5. I can't believe no one mentioned Joe Cocker. You can leave your hat on. I don't want to hear Joe Cocker. Whoa. When it comes to, it's all.
What's his big song? It's a cover, right?
Smile with a little bit of help from my friends, or
I Get High with a little help from my
high.
friends. I Get High with the roof. That's Ringo Starr. It's a Beatles song.
Yeah. What else?
Do you need anybody?
Yeah,
Or somebody to love?
Yeah, he really pushed that one. Yeah.
He was probably huge in Italy because Italians love like Zucchero. They love those really gravelly singers.
Yeah, they do.
Love
Italians,
them.
they have a difficulty understanding higher sounding voices, right? So, if you see Marlon Brando, who has a very that kind of funny voice, and he's a huge and imposing character. When they hear his original voice, they're like, "That's weird. Why? But he's a big scary guy. Why doesn't he have a big scary voice?" And I'm always like, "Because there's a juxtaposition to that." And they're like, "No, it has to be a big, deep, scary voice to match the big, deep, scary guy."
Sure.
So they're very attracted to this kind of deep thing. So you hear like Ligabue and all of these, and Vasco Rossi. Occhi tuoi, quando guardo occhi tuoi, mi innamoro. It's always, which makes me cough. It's really silly sounding, I have to say, but they don't hear it. They don't hear how silly it sounds. So it's strange. I think what they hear is Peter Gabriel like, "In your eyes," with his smokiness. Yeah. And they're like, "I want to sound like that."
Everybody wants to sound like that.
Yeah.
Man.
So if you've just tuned in late, guys, this is iBashers, and we are doing a watch giveaway this evening. At the end of the show, towards the end of the show, we're going to be asking a few questions that you will only know the answers to if you are an avid fan of the iBashers, and especially of Dirk in particular. This is the watch, the Seiko, what I call the Seiko Hulk. It's the land tortoise. The exact reference I can't even think of. It's there, SRPH15K1. It's a beautiful watch, very, very green. One of the more impressive green dial and green bezel watches that I've ever seen, and I really love it. It's one of my favorite Seikos, and very, very elegant, beautiful steel glow and amazing lume on this watch. So we'll be giving one away to a lucky winner, but you need to be subscribed to the iBashers channel, not to Oisin O'Malley channel. That's not good enough. It's got to be the iBashers. There's the link, guys. You've got to be subscribed there. So if you get all the questions right and you're first in line, you beat everyone to the mark, and you're not a subscriber, I'm afraid you're shit out of luck. Okay?
Shit out of luck.
And I keep saying that, guys. I just want to be nice and clear. Diliperetti. Everyone wants to sound somewhere between John Hamm and he spelled my name right. Look at that. With the fada.
Look at that.
And the second eye. That's so respectful. That's so nice. I love that. You just hold down the I key, and then you're presented with all the various accents, the umlaut and all these various things. And the fada, I think, is number 3. The Irish fada. F-A-D-A, fada.
How would you do that on the keyboard? Alt I?
No, you hold down I when you press the
on your phone.
The I key on the keyboard, on the computer, anywhere. You hold it down for a second, and then a little menu comes up, and then you hit the number of which accent you want, and it comes up. Isn't that cool? And that's where you'll find the umlaut and all those other.
I never knew that. I always did there's another way to do it, like control.
There is, yeah, like an alt Alt key.
That's so cool. I never realized that. Wow.
Alt 1, 2, 3 or something. Yeah, give it a shot there. It works.
I just did.
Yeah. Yes. I saw Lord with a passport is in the chat as well. Maybe I missed him. He's way back. I think he was saying, I deserve that watch or something like that.
Who said that?
Lord with a passport.
Okay.
Back in Dublin. Well, maybe you'll win it, man, if you're quick off the mark. They're easy enough questions.
They're so easy. Oh, jeez. They're easy if you watch.
Yeah.
They're impossible if you don't.
Look at that beauty. The coin edge on the bezel.
Yeah, I love it.
And the bezel's smooth. It doesn't click. It's a smooth bezel, which is reminiscent of the old Rolexes.
No clicks, huh?
No clicks on that one, and it goes in both directions. It's bi-directional.
Wow,
because that has to be. It's not a timer. It's not a dive watch. It's for navigating your way out of the forest, or something along those lines.
Or as Americans love to say, the forest. I heard she was from the forest.
Forest.
I'm from New York. It's forest. F-A-H-R-E-S-T.
Forest. The forest.
Imagine if you said, "Oh, I'm going to Forest Hills." That would just sound so stupid.
Forest Hills.
Forest Hills.
Forest Hills.
Yeah. I mean,
Tim writes in the room, "Hooray!
Hooray!" OC91 says Tim was high as a kite yesterday. Was streaming from Mars. Is that true? I didn't watch Timmy stream yesterday. Were you high, Tim? Were you high?
Hey, cut him some slack. He's like streaming 7 days a week, 365. I don't know how the man does it. It's amazing tenacity he's got.
What are you watching? The Nomadic video? No.
Oh, it's gone over to Nomadic. I shouldn't be. Well, there. Hey, there's a promo for Nomadic. I was showing 2 nice green watches. That's what I was doing. It's like Rolex Hulk alternatives.
Sure.
So it's a lovely green.
It is.
Yeah, it's a very, very nice one. I don't mind giving them another little promo there. Isn't it a lovely dive
It is.
watch?
I mean, quickly,
$1,000. It's a different thing.
Is it $1,000?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
The Seiko is like 500.
I don't know. If you saved up $1,000, I'd say keep saving.
Depends what you're going for. Some people, they want a nice watch as something they can wear every day, and then they'll wear their nice, Rolex or Grand Seiko or whatever at the weekend. But they just want a straightforward, nice, solid dive watch that they can just beat up a little bit, and it still looks great. It still has that look.
Love that seconds hand.
Yeah, that's the yellow seconds hand.
Looks like a lightsaber.
Yeah. Well, there's those big cranes in Belfast that lift the ships. It's all to do with the shipbuilding, because the Nomadic is the little brother of Titanic. Mm-hmm. And, of course, the Titanic was built and sailed from Belfast. So
was there a ship called the Nomadic?
Yes, it's still there. It's still in
and it looks like the Titanic?
Mm-hmm. It's a little version of the Titanic. It's called
it's a
Nomadic.
little version of it. Because I know there was the Britannic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I live with the king of ships, so.
That's right. Well, I'm sure he knows all about the Nomadic.
Sure he does. I didn't know about the Nomadic. Oh, that's interesting.
And there's these famous cranes. I probably have them here. Do I have a shot of the... Yeah, here's the whole thing. That's them building the Titanic. And there's I believe that's the Nomadic.
Okay.
There it is there. You see? It's like a mini version. Okay. And the yellow is all about the crane. There's the cranes there.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. They're famous crane. Like if you grow up
Harlan
in Belfast,
and Wolff.
Yeah, Harlan and Wolff. If you grow up in Belfast, you see those from all... It's like those famous chimneys in Dublin you can see from all around. That were in the YouTube video and everything. You just... Growing up in Belfast, you're familiar with that, with the sight of those. You just see them, from every angle in Belfast. You can pretty much see these things because they're enormous. So it's kind of a staple, of Belfast life, whatever. So, but anyway, that's not the watch we're giving away. That's the watch we're giving away. The Seiko, which is every bit as good, of course.
I need to see.
So, guys, I went a long time ago. It was interesting. It's different to Dublin, There's a difference between the north and the south,
Of course there is. Did you ever get around to seeing the movie? Belfast? Did you watch it?
I didn't, and I saw it's on Amazon Prime or something. We were looking for movies last night, myself and Eddie. We watched Otto Montagna again, which was just amazing. We just loved it. You have to watch that film, dude, and watch it.
Otto Montagna, 8 Mountain?
Yeah, the Otto Montagna. We went to see it in the cinema last year, and it's on there, and we watched it on the big OLED, and it looked incredible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, watch it in lingua originale. Watch it in Italian. You'll learn a lot of cool stuff. Very good stuff. Who else is in the room? Kelly O'Neill. Happy holiday season to everyone.
Happy holidays to you.
Van Morrison is from Belfast. Yes, he is.
Wow, wow. If I hear Brown Eyed Girl one more time by a cover band, I will explode. It's when all the girls start dancing because you're playing Brown Eyed Girl. Oh, this is my song. You enjoy Van Morrison?
I was never a Van fan, and I know people say Van the Man. Yeah. But then I heard a song once. I don't know what song it is, but he says, "Take me back, take me way, way back, take me way, way, way back." And I kind of got it. I was like, now I get why people think this guy is a genius. Because he had this kind of really good way of being nostalgic about his old town. And I was like, now I get it. I just got a glimpse of what people are seeing, you know. You're not a fan.
No, I think he's annoying. Did you block Wayne Grow? Oh, unblock me, Asheen. I love your channel. Were you a bad boy, Wayne Grow?
Wayne Grow, I went through, and there was somebody else as well. What was his name? Something Roach or something. I can't remember. There was a couple of guys the other night, and they were like, "Go and unblock." And I sat down, I went through all the blocks because they're not in alphabetical order. I don't know what order they're in, and I could not find either of you. Now there is a different way a person can get blocked, which is way more convoluted, and Tim figured it out for me last year. And it's through Google itself, not through YouTube. And I have to go back and find if it maybe happened through that somehow. Excuse me. I don't know. I'm not sure. But they're definitely not on the regular block list. So to be continued. Needs further investigation, Wayne Grow. Sorry about that. I'll try and get to it. Sam-led consulting. Well, what do you need anyway, man? I mean, you're on the iBashers, so you'll be fine, Wayne Grow. You'll be fine. And you can win a watch tonight if you know your iBashers trivia. Sam-led consulting. Oisin, I'm visiting Dublin for work in April. What is Dublin like in mid-spring? I think Dublin is a beautiful city all year round. Amazing city. By the way, you put a fada on the first eye as well as the second. It's only the second that it goes on. I'm just nitpicking, but thank you for the effort. No, Dublin's a beautiful town, and if money is no object, stay at either the Shelburne or the Merrion.
Well, yeah,
we love the Shelburne, don't we, Dirk?
Oh my God, it's magical. Oh,
everything okay there with your?
Yeah,
I lost you. We can hear you.
I know. I'll fix it.
Okay, no problem.
My cat came up on the thing, and I reached over and I messed up the.
Okay, no worries.
Messed up. Man. There it goes.
What are you drinking tonight, Master? I'm actually not taking it easy. It's been a heavy week of drinking and the Christmas and all of that stuff. And I was out with the daughter earlier, and we had cicchetti and a little white wine, and the two of us came home. We were really sleepy. She went and had a nap, and I had to brainstorm with Dirk about doing this raffle. Or whatever you would call it.
She's looking for a snack. She comes to me begging for food.
Kelly O'Neill, I subscribed to iBashers. Thank you so much, man.
Did I miss a ding, by the way?
Do one anyway, yeah. You may have missed one.
That's for you.
Yeah,
I was distracted because of my cat. Oh, here it goes, Mr. Backass. There you go. Yeah. This one's got nice resonance.
Yeah, that is a bit more pleasant.
It's way more pleasant.
Great keyboard hack going Leo Laporte on us. Oh, that's my favorite dude in the tech world. Yeah, you get all the accents. You just hold down the key. That's it.
I never knew that ever.
I'm assuming that when people write my name correctly, they just grab it from my channel. They copy and paste it. That's what I assume. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Heavy Driver was given me my effing life by Geddy Lee. You mean Geddy Lee, not Getty Lee.
He knows that.
Thought I was going to be able to avoid YouTube for a while, but here I effing am.
I listened to it 3 times because it was so entertaining. Have you gotten to it yet? It's great.
No, I have not.
He's in your top 3, right?
Geddy for bass playing?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Chris is number 1.
Chris is number 1. Geddy, well, you know, McCartney has to be number 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get
Paul
you.
McCartney has to be the second best bass player in the world. Not for technical prowess, just for his choice of notes.
His choices. His choices for everything. His choices for vocal melodies. His choices for piano, chords. Chords. No choices. Yeah. Agreed.
Christian, take some vitamin C. Why, is there a problem? Oh, to wake up, you mean? Will vitamin C give me a pep? I don't think it does that, does it? You would know, Dirk.
No, vitamin B12 gives you pep. Vitamin C boosts your immune system. Are you ill? Are you ill?
I'm not ill.
Christian Coleman, what are you insinuating? Does he look? He was all yellow.
I'm just whined out of it. That's all.
Oh, you're whined out.
I've eaten way too much food. I've got to cut back now. Gotta take it easy. Get back in shape for 2024.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna do it. James Hess says, one of my best friends has the same name. That's why I always get it right, Asheen. There you have it.
Thank you, man. That's very cool.
You're the only Asheen I know. I have a lot of weird, classic Irishy names in my life. But there are a lot of Rorys.
Jake Yorkman, I live in Israel. Do I qualify for the comp? What do you mean the comp for the competition?
If you subscribe, of course you do.
If you're subscribed and you answer the questions and you're first, of course.
Be first. Don't be last.
Always be first. There's 3 ways to get ahead in this life. Be first, be smarter, or cheat. Now, I don't cheat. And though I think there are a lot of very intelligent people in this building, it sure is a heck of a lot easier just to be first. Do you know that quote? Have you seen that film, Margin Call? Jeremy
Sure,
Irons?
I saw Margin Call.
I'm not doing a very good Jeremy Irons right now.
Jeremy Irons, it's a very particular sound too. I think that would be one that somebody couldn't just pick up real quick. I think you'd have to work on it because it's so nuanced.
Well, it has to be very British, like this.
It's very draggy.
But it's also got to, oh, Mr. Sullivan, you're here. Good morning. He has that.
Right.
Yeah,
he does. Did you finish up this season of The Crown?
Not yet. I'm enjoying it, but I'm in the one where Princess Diana's dead, and now the kids are going through their mourning phase.
Sure, yeah.
And it's just getting a little heavy.
The episode we watched last night was the one right after the V-Day, where apparently it's a true story that Princess Margaret and Elizabeth got permission from their parents to leave the palace with just one escort and go revel with the commoners. And it's a true story. They went to the Ritz.
Okay, well, that's not the commoners.
Unfortunately. Well, yeah, that's not the commoners. Well, they did walk through the streets. But then, and it was kind of enjoyable, and the acting was, of course, superb. But then they get to this, they're looking for Elizabeth. They can't find her anywhere. And she's in the basement of the Ritz, which just so happens to be a drag jazz club. Okay. Because, I think that happened. There's a girl on stage, you can't tell what gender he is, and then there's like all these dudes in drag and lots of African people. It was just revisionist history. There was no drag club in the basement of the Ritz Hotel, guys. It was just
Aaron is saying to turn up my microphone. Do I have is my microphone too low?
I hear you great.
Yeah, there, it's up a little bit.
I actually using my Focusrite preamp that I never use. It's a tube preamp, and I just patched it in today just to give it a little bit more presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have this big. I think it's called the Focusrite Vocal Master. It's a big 2-unit 2U rack space thing, and it's tubes, and you run it through there to give it the vintage sound. I just don't bother with it, but I was like, I have this thing. Why don't I plug it in and see what it sounds like? And it immediately sounded a little bit richer and wider. So fun. Did you
How's
see?
that, guys? Not any better.
Oh,
Is that
that's
better now?
like insanely loud now.
It is. It's too loud. I don't know. Aaron's doing a little bit of mixing from because what you're getting isn't what the folks are getting. Obviously, it's a different thing.
Oh, that's true.
Getting it, yeah.
I'm getting everything right out of my Focusrite.
Bart V or 5 is asking Seiko or Oris. I would say Seiko because I'm a big Seiko fan, but I know Oris has its definitely a strong appeal, and it's considered like a fairly big player. But then so is Seiko when you think about it. So I don't know. For me, Seiko. Do you have a preference there, Dirk?
Seiko, hands
there
down.
You go. You got it.
Hands down.
How do you sign up for the giveaway RR? So clearly you made it in here late. I'll go over it again. We're going to ask some questions at the end of the show. Probably in about 20 minutes now, 25 minutes. And it's going to be 3 questions. You got to hit the 3 answers in. Don't do them separately. Do them all in one text. They'll be very, very simple, probably 1-word answers. Let me see. Are they? Yeah, they're definitely 1-word answers. And the first person to come up in the chat, and I'm going to check, by the way, both the chat in StreamYard and the live chat on YouTube, but only on the iBashers channel. If you're watching it on the Yoshinomali channel right now, you're in the wrong place. Go over to iBashers. Aaron says it sounds good now. Okay, good to know. Thank you, man.
Yeah, it does. It does sound really good.
There is the link. Go over and make sure you're subscribed, and then just answer the questions. Whoever gets it first gets to watch. Simple as that. So you got to be quick, off the mark. You got to type. If there's a typo or a misspelling, don't worry, we'll get the point. But you've got to get all 3 answers right. 2 will not be enough, and we won't tolerate people punching in multiple versions either. None of that messing around. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Andy M, I'm a psychopath.
I never heard that before. That's terrific.
I'm a psychopath too.
That's great. You got Panaristi, you have Psychopaths. What else is there?
You have Roly Mania.
Oh, yeah, that's not as good. It's not as catchy.
I just started following these guys on Instagram who are really good. It's like Horology Mania or something. Yeah, Horology Mania. Huge following on Instagram. And they just show that new stupid Nico Leonard watch. And all the comments go, oh, that's dope. I need one of those. I'm like, are you guys, is there something wrong with you? It's a little quartz thing. And he put like fingers like this on it. And the funny part is that the 2 fingers flipping off the thumbs are facing inward, which means what you're looking at is yourself flipping yourself off, not someone else flipping you off, but yourself. It's kind of fucked up. He's selling that thing for like $1,200. Total ripoff.
You missed a couple of super chats. Did you see that?
Yeah, let's go. Sorry. Andrew. Just on last break. Andrew. Have a great show and I'll vote. You should stick around, Andrew. You'd be in for in it to win it. You might be able to win
be here
watch.
At 5 minutes to 5. 5 minutes to 5. Be here. Just be. That's it. He says on the break.
Neil Francis, 65 Swedish krona. Thank you so much. Do you want to hit your bell there? Amazing how Dirk is slowly turning into you, Shane. Beard, glasses, smelly armpits, black shirts, uncanny.
To be fair, he's got a goatee. I told him to go on Amazon and I begged him to get reading glasses about 2 years ago. I said, listen, you can get like 6 of them for €13. Like, hey, you're almost 50 now.
Sometimes you need a friend to just smack you over the head and say,
I was like,
deal with it.
He was like, I don't wanna.
I did. I rejected it at first. I know.
We all do. But now it's funny because if I don't have, and I have reading glasses all over the house, like if I'm looking at the screen right now, I can't read any of the type. I can see the pictures, but and this is just for reading because every time I go have my eyes tested, it says 20, 10, and 25, but that's just for distance. When I can read the chart to the bottom, but up close, and I believe, other than being old, but I think the iPhones have a lot to do with it.
Well, look, there's a difference between long-sighted and short-sighted, right? So short-sighted is a problem. That's an issue you can have as a child as well. So that means you can read things up close, but you just can't see things in the distance. And that means you've got to walk around your whole life with glasses on. That's it for forever. Long-sighted is just getting old. That's all. Things that are closer up, reading a book, reading an iPhone, things like that begin to get blurry. You can see everything, I mean, for me, anything's like 3 feet away and more, and it's perfect. Even working on the computer screen, I don't need it. I only have these on during this so I can read this text up close and make sure I don't mispronounce things and so on. It's just an aging thing, correct?
It is. Everybody needs them. I mean, I held off until my mid-40s, which was amazing, but I probably needed them a year beforehand. I mean, generally by the time you get to 50, it's the game's over and you need reading glasses. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. We were watching a lot of stuff on iColor last night, which was really interesting because we were just sitting on the couch after dinner and whatever after the Crown was over, and I had said, "Oh, people don't really have iColor. It's not a real thing. It's just the reflection of light and the amount of melanin." I watched this whole documentary on it. How basically all eyes are technically brown because of the melanin, but people who have blue eyes have almost no melanin. And this
farsighted, sorry, thank you, farsighted, not long-sighted. Farsighted. I'm a fucking.
Oh yeah, no, we knew what you meant.
Sorry, go ahead, go back to what you were saying. I just.
So it really has to do with the louvers in the front of your eye and how they reflect light. It's the same principles that make the sea and the sky blue. People who have a lot of melanin in their eye don't refract the light the same way. So that's why they have brown eyes. Now you have green eyes, and Paul has, I don't know, sometimes they're green, sometimes they're blue, but they're milky and strange. So 77% of people in the world have brown eyes, 10% of people have blue eyes, and then the rest are like green is something like less than 2%. And then there's a whole other this bunch of gold eyes less than like 0.1. It's fascinating how eyes are not really colored. They're just not.
Life for Ryan, $4.99. Thanks so much. Happy holidays, gents. What's the plan for New Year's Eve? Love a live show. I don't know. It's probably a better idea than anything else. I'm always like, New Year's Eve is always hit and miss. Like, unless I'm invited to some big fat Venice party where we all wear masks, I'm not really interested in doing anything. It's always a fucking letdown, that holiday.
Yeah, I always avoided it, and I hated working it because every drunk moron, idiot, amateur would come out and want to do shots or you just have to scrape people off the floor. I hate occasions that are excuses to get wasted. I don't enjoy that at all.
Like Paddy's Day.
Oh God.
Omega fanboy Ian, I've got David Bowie eyes. So you've got two different color eyes. You have a blue and a green eye.
Right. That's not what David Bowie has, though. David Bowie had a blown out pupil. It was an accident that happened in his teenage years.
Oh, I never knew that.
He had a blown out pupil. That I forget the name of that. We watched the whole thing on it last night. The less than 0.1% of people have two different color eyes, and it's because of melanin, and it's super duper crazy rare. Also, Mila Kunis has two different color eyes, and that is also because of some kind of injury. And I didn't realize she had two different color eyes, but she does.
So you can blow the color out of your eye with some sort of impact?
Let me read it. I'll find out. Talk amongst
Joe
yourself.
Black, happy holidays, Lasheen. Thank you for speaking. On P.S. When others stay silent, keep growing your channel. God bless you. Thank you so much, Joe. Great to have you. Are you subscribed to the iBashers channel? I hope you are, because you can maybe win a watch this evening. There is the iBashers address there on YouTube, or just look anywhere on YouTube for iBashers and you'll find it. We're the only iBashers out there, so it's pretty easy to find. even though the channel is still kind of small. Andrew Bray, just watched the Teddy Baltasar video. It really annoys me that you were ghosted for that one. Don't worry, man. Considering some of the watch channels he chose to include, I don't know what it is. It's maybe he just doesn't watch me. That's
maybe
fine.
They're his friends. That's all it is.
Probably, yeah. He's a corporate kind of guy, isn't he?
He's very corporate.
That's fine.
The condition is called heterochromia that Mila Kunis has, and it's very rare. She's got one green eye and one brown eye.
Carla Martin, my hubby has 2 different color eyes, one being a tiger eye. What's a tiger eye?
Heterochromia.
Is that what it is?
Look at that.
Does it have like stripes through it? Is that why it's called a tiger eye?
I'm going to look up tiger eye.
Wayne Grow, you were right. Yeah, Teddy is just, he's a corporate guy. He's a business boy. That's that. That's fine. Look, also my channel is so strange because, a lot of these channels are very generic watch-only channels, whereas I definitely, including this show, for example, I wander off the map a lot. I talk about history. I talk about physics. I talk about wine, cigars, architecture, beautiful places, cities. And on a Friday night, I'll talk about pretty much anything. Oh, is that a tiger eye? Look at that.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
That's cool looking. Yeah. There's a fad over here in Italy. I don't know if it's reached New York. It probably started there, where you can go in, have your pupil, a photo of your pupil up close, blown up into a big, beautiful, glossy picture. Have you seen that?
No.
There's a few of them here, even in Venice. People lining up to, and you have to sit, very still, and they have some sort of crazy camera, and they take a photo of your pupil, and then they make it into art. It's like a big, beautiful, glossy picture, framed picture of your pupil.
So it's like the new Warhol portraits.
Yeah.
A big portrait of your eyeball.
It's like a thing. Or maybe I'll go get it done.
Teddy B is a cuckold.
Jesus, let's take that off the screen. Fuck's sake.
I thought it was funny. I don't know him.
Well, we won't know him now.
He ghosted you anyway, which is utter bullshit. It's utter
bullshit. I suppose it's fine.
Fuck everybody.
So how was Christmas overall? Was Christmas good for you, Dirk?
It was fine. I went to my in-laws, which is always lovely because they're great. And I dragged Paul's American Airlines window there, and he was very surprised. He's like, I don't understand. I told you what I got him, right? It was a big pane of glass from the American Airlines terminal that was demolished in 2008. It was the largest stained glass mural in the world.
You didn't tell me, or if you told me,
I'll get a picture.
I was fairly oiled up.
I'll get
on Christmas night. I was drinking champagne. I never do that.
Yeah,
I was drinking those bloody black velvets, man. I went through a lot of them. I was fairly smashed by the end of the evening. Toaster McDonkey's in the room. Teddy has a hot wife, sells shitters he would never wear. He's a nice kid. His wife she has a huge channel herself, whatever it's called. It's all about self-help and self-improvement and stuff. It's pretty good. There's a big market for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What will make women more attracted to you? All that kind of stuff.
Money and a big cock.
Yeah, that'll be, if I started one of those channels, it would be just that. Okay, so what are we looking at?
So that is
zoom in there.
I'm going to try. Will it let me? That's as much as it'll let me. Okay. I can find another picture.
It's okay.
That is American Airlines Terminal 8 at John F. Kennedy International Airport, and it was demolished in between 2007 and 8. And that is a Robert Sowers stained glass mural. And on the inside of that mural was the Admiral's Lounge. So the light came through it. It was really beautiful. So it was like, very modern 50s, 60s modern art. Yeah. I got him a 4.5 foot by 2 foot section of this mural because I found the company that did the demolition of it. And because we actually were trying to get it landmarked for the longest time and it didn't work out. They didn't want to do it. but they dismantled the thing and they didn't know what to do with it for years, so they just started piecing it out, and I got one. I got I got the panel from the very far end, and it's all cobalt blue glass.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah.
What an interesting gift.
Yeah, well, because that's his shtick.
Yeah, he's really into that. There's a question here about the TWA Hotel. Sam led.
Yeah.
Dirk, what do you think about the TWA Hotel at Kennedy?
Well, let me start by saying that Paul, my partner, was very instrumental in the beginning phases of that. That was developed by a company called RXR. And so Paul was a TWA employee. He was a ramp rat. He was a baggage handler on the ramp. Oh. So when that terminal closed, when TWA went belly up, that building, which is Eero Saarinen, it's one of the most important pieces of mid-century modern architecture in the world. And he's also done Dulles, and he did the St. Louis Arch, amongst other things. He did the American Consulate in London. He's Danish, really super mid-century. So that sat in language for years and years and years. And over a couple of, within a decade, we'd been there 4 or 5 times because TWA employees would get together, they'd get a permit, and we'd go in there and hang out. Well, finally, they repurposed it. And I don't know if you've been there. So, Paul, we went to the presentation by RXR. We went to all the symposiums on how they were going to pull it off. And they did it. It finally worked out. And here's something else that's very interesting. RXR is now the partner. Ready for this, Oisin? They're now partnering up with the SS United States.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
So they'll finally save that beautiful old ship.
Save that ship and turn it into a museum, hotels, shopping esplanades, all of that stuff. So it's in the early stages, but they are partnered and it looks really, really good. So TWA Hotel, been there several times since it opened. I actually stayed there overnight on my 30th anniversary. We stayed there. And we went to Jean Georges. There's the Paris Bistro, Paris Lounge, where they serve kind of bistro food. It's Jean Georges, but it is very reasonable. It was excellent. It's an excellent night out. It's an excellent. They have a pool on the roof that's fully heated. It's wonderful. Really great.
Roar the Tiger, $5. The actress Jane Seymour. I actually met her and I had a long conversation with her many, many years ago in the Apple Store. Has a green and brown eye. And here's an interesting thing. Thank you for that, Roar the Tiger. I just posted a thing on my Instagram just the other day. It was like a Merry Christmas, but it was a strong message, an interesting message this young girl was reading out. And look at her eyes. There's a brown and green.
She's got heterochromia.
Is that what she has? Look.
Yeah, that's what that's called, heterochromia. Wow.
That's very strong as well.
That's
very noticeable. Yeah.
Way more strong than Mila Kunis's. Mila Kunis really looks like she just has hazel eyes. Hazel eyes are brown eyes with less melanin to create because the green comes from brown. It's very interesting. You can't get green eyes from a brown-eyed parent. You can only get it from a parent that has a green eye or a brown eye, a blue eye or a brown eye to get the hazel eyes. So did your dad have blue eyes as well?
Now that's a great question. Yes, I believe he did. He's gone 20 years now, so I have to think.
Somebody in your family's got a brown eye somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Somewhere. Yeah.
Dominant. Yeah. Because your mother gave the rest of the kids in your family those O'Malley eyes.
Ding again, Dirk, says Daniel. $2. Thank you. It's getting spiritual now. Yes. RR, this is an interesting watch question. Do you think Rolex will increase inventories into 2024? I don't believe they will at all. They do their best. They make as many watches as they can, but the list far outstretches it. That is just the reality. They're making 1 million watches a year, which is what many people say. That is not confirmed, by the way, but at this point it's lore because it's just everyone keeps repeating it, and you say something enough times and it'll become true. But let's just for argument's sake say that's true. Well, for the 1 million watches, there are about 30 million, 20 to 30 million who want one. So it's it outweighs it. So I don't think it'll make any difference. But yeah, we'll see. I don't think really it's in their interest to meet demand, because once that happens, they become less special.
That's true.
Yeah. Mike S., this is interesting. Paul Thorpe has just dropped a 50-minute video about his relationship with TPG. Oh my God.
I didn't know. Are they a couple all this time? I didn't know that. Oh wow! Congratulations, boys.
Where they met, where they had their first date, where they first kiss.
Oh, oh, you know what? Mazel tov. Mazel, kids.
I guess I'll have to watch that later.
Beschert. It was beschert.
Beschert. I still love that word.
Most greatest word ever in the whole wide world. It was beschert.
My God. No doubt it's just him dancing around the issue and trying to distance himself from TPG. That's what he's trying to do. He's backpedaling as usual. Whatever. I don't think
he's trying to get in his knickers hard.
He just loved those big biceps.
Ugh. There's nothing worse than meathead muscle dudes, because the vanity is so unattractive. Vanity is so unattractive. You know, you want the girl or the guy that, you know, they're very attractive and they really don't know it. You know, they don't know how beautiful they are. That's so much sexier.
Well, that's rare for girls.
Well, it's rare for girls now with Instagram.
Yeah. I mean, they're constantly pouting and looking at themselves, taking photos, 50 photos of themselves every hour. So that's gone. But there are still fellas out there who are handsome lads who don't stare at themselves in the mirror all day long.
No, there's plenty of them. They have their dirty work boots. They're mostly on the 7 train.
Yeah.
A pack of rides coming home from the job site, and they're going home to their ugly mutt of a wife. They don't even know it.
Ain't that the truth? We're an hour in. Do you want to do the thing? Let's just show the watch again for anybody and give everyone plenty of warning, because you know how people can be sometimes. You tell them things 10 times and there'll always be one guy who didn't get the message. This is the watch. It's the Seiko, what I call the Seiko Hulk. It's the Land Tortoise SRP H115K1. Brand new in the box, never worn, beautiful watch. It's actually been donated by an excellent viewer, very generous viewer of the channel and a big supporter, and it is going to someone who can answer the 3 questions.
Brand new in the box.
So what you got to do is, the most important thing is to sub, because it's going to be a waste of time if you get all the questions right and you're the first, and then you're not even a subscriber to the iBashers channel. So if you're watching this on my channel, the Yoshino Mali channel, you are in the wrong place, my friend. Get your ass over to iBashers right now. The iBashers channel, we're doing the exact same stream. It's going out on both channels. You won't miss a beat. You won't miss anything. And you'll find yourself in exactly the same place of the live stream. And go ahead and hit that subscribe
do
button.
It now.
And then
I'm gonna go grab a beer. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, man. Okay. Yeah. I'll just go read through these. Yes. So yeah, it's a beautiful watch. I love this thing. Here I explain how the bezel works. You can use it. You can do the Boy Scout trick and use it as a compass. You can do that with any watch, honestly, but with this, it makes it easier because you're able to move north around and then have. So there's my little illustration. You point the hour hand at the sun, and then you divide the distance between 12 and the hour, and you get south. So then you can move north to the other side, and now you have all your different directions. If you're in the southern hemisphere, like down under, if you're an Aussie, it's the opposite. Actually, you point 12 at the sun, and you get north instead of south. But any of the rest of us on the other side, that's how you do it. So it's really handy, cool watch, and beautiful green, as you can see. I did my best to show. And in the bright light there, you see how green it is. It's very like the Hulk there. Bright sunlight, you get that strong green glow. It's very sexy watch. So we're going to be asking 3 quick questions. They're 1-word answers, and just put them in one comment. Don't answer as I ask the questions. Don't answer them separately, or you're going to mess it up for yourselves. Wait till I ask all 3 questions. They're pretty quick. And then just type in your answer, and I'll see which was technically the first, because sometimes in the chat, excuse me, sometimes in the chat, the first person doesn't come up in the chat, but I can see who the first person was here on my end through StreamYard. But I will A/B them and compare them side by side to make sure no one gets stiffed. But just make sure you are subbed. And watching on the iBashers, you want to comment in the iBashers. You don't want to comment on the Oisin O'Malley channel. It will not be seen. You won't be.
And you will lose.
And you will lose. You want to comment in the iBashers stream, because there's a live chat there that you can use. And
make sure you're on this channel or you can't win. You can't win. We want you to win. We really want you to win.
Indeed. Let me make sure the other chat is up anyway, just for shits and giggles, so I can see if people are making that error. So you want to comment.
Comment on it. You have to be on Bashers. Gotta be on Bashers. Gotta be on Bashers.
I'm going to go into the Bashers chat now and say hello. That's me. Now, if you didn't see that come up in the chat, you're in the wrong place. Get your ass over to the iBashers channel. That's the other SEIKO Hulk there. That's what a lot of people think is the SEIKO Hulk. That's the sumo. It's not as elegant. It's tough. It's a big brute of a watch. It's lovely, but it's not as elegant as this one. This one is a beautiful, elegant watch as well.
Oh, it's so much sexier.
Tool watch. Yeah.
It is so much sexier.
Yeah.
Gotta say it like that. It's so much sexier.
Do you want to? Should we go for it? Try this out. See if we can. We have 300. We have 375 in the room, so I think we're
375.
Yeah.
But yeah, how many of those people are on the Oisin O'Malley channel?
Let's check. I can actually tell you right now.
That's a problem. That means you're not going to. You got to watch on. Let's wait until everybody shows up in the channel.
There's 156 watching on the Oisin O'Malley channel.
Okay,
so
all you 156, get off
them.
the channel right now and get on the iBashers. You want to put the link back up there?
I will, sure.
Get into this channel, kiddos. Because this watch can be yours. It really can. Just, yeah.
It is right there in the chat, guys. You can copy and paste it or just go over to YouTube and search for the iBashers.
I want to see all 150 of you switch channels now.
There are 225 watching on the iBashers.
Okay.
And they're the only ones that'll be eligible. So, yes, there it is. Now, the questions, because, you know, this is more an iBashers thing than an Oisin O'Malley thing, the questions actually are really more about Dirk. And it's just a way of proving that you watch the iBashers and Dirk Weekdays, which is also on the iBashers. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then, of course, we do our Wednesday thing together. And, yeah,
Classic
so...
Bashers!
Yeah.
It's going up.
I'm a little bit nervous about this. I hope the person we love wins it. But you know what? The first person is the first person, and that's it.
Going
it's
up.
Just the way it goes.
Oh, 392. It's going up. Keep them coming. Let's get over 400 in the room.
Yeah, that's a grand total. Let me see how the iBashers are doing.
All you have to do.
It's going down on mine and coming up. Where's the iBashers channel there?
We're at 399. Get on the channel. It's got to be. You got to be.
260 on the iBashers channel, and hit that subscribe button, guys. You got to be in it to win it. I hate to use a producer Michael thing.
Does he say that?
He says it, yeah. A lot of people say it, yeah, but I think in the watch world, that's kind of his phrase.
Really?
I would say so.
What do you got to win, though, on his channel?
He has done a few giveaways. Again, you know, to bring people to his channel and make them subscribe and all of that. Oh. He's done that a few times. Yeah, he's given away.
How did we lose? How did we lose people? How did people? We're at 399 now. We're at 396.
You're looking at a total number. Don't be so sensitive about that. That fluctuates anyway. And some people, honestly, they're just like, that was fun, but I don't care. I don't need the watch or whatever. And that's fine.
You don't need the watch.
Yes, Carla Martin, you want to win this watch. Gents, come on. Walks and watches. Great to see everyone in the room here. This is a fun Wednesday. So I'm going to hit you guys with the questions soon. Get your keyboard ready. If you're watching this on a TV screen, you don't have a keyboard handy. I hope you've got your phone in your hand. Now I'm going to say it one more time. This is 3 questions. Put the answers to all 3 in your comments. I don't want to see people answering the first question by itself in a comment, then the second one in a second comment, and then the third. And no. Just put them all in there. I'll ask them as quickly as I can because I know someone out there is going to make that mistake, even though I just warned you not to do it. But we'll see if this works. Let me check how many people are on the iBashers channel right now. There's 271. And on mine, it's going down. This is the first time this has ever happened. There are more people on the iBashers channel than on mine.
Wow. Because we're telling them to do it.
Yeah. There's 129 still watching on mine. That's fine. You know what? Maybe they couldn't be arsed. Or maybe they're just not huge fans of the iBashers and they're like, I'm not going to get the questions right anyway, so I'm just going to stay where I am. That's fine.
Jesus, me nerves.
Are you nervous?
Jesus, me nerves.
Oh, Jesus, me nerves.
Jesus,
Shane.
Here's a great quote for you, Shane McGee. Tell me if you know what this is. God, it was like me breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm not joking.
I'm not even fucking joking, man. That's what he said.
I'm not even joking, man.
I'm not even fucking joking.
It's like me breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
All right, let's go with these questions.
All right.
You guys ready?
Kids. So remember, they're one-word answers. You have to put them all in one comment.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do 1, 2, 3. You just have to, and it doesn't matter if you misspell it or whatever. Just put them all in one thing. Don't do them separately because then it won't count.
407 in the room. I think it's time to run with this. Here are the questions, guys. Dirk was in a rock band for a very, very long time, as was I. What was his role in that band? What was Dirk's role in his own rock band? What was his role? What did he do? Second question. Dirk recently just got a Milgauss, beautiful Rolex Milgauss. What was the watch he would always wear on the show before he got his Rolex Milgauss? And last question. Sometimes you see a tail going across the screen. That's Dirk's cat who wanders in to say hello. What is the cat's name? There are the 3 questions. First one, what was Dirk's role in his band? Second is what?
Up.
Okay, relax. Let me ask them again. What was the watch he would wear before his MIDI? And what is the name of the cat? They're flying in. What is the name of the cat? Okay.
WJ74. You got it first. Singer, Speedmaster, Reduced, very specific, and Laverne.
Okay, now which
spelled correctly?
Let me go back. Let me make sure before we call it. Okay, it looks like WJ74, but let me check in the other chat.
You all knew too.
Everyone knew, and that's great. Hey, you got some real fans here, man. Take that as a compliment. Okay, I'm just looking for the first one. God, man, I'm so lucky we didn't put this into like an algorithm thing and like pick out some random number. Good luck, all. Here we are. It's WJ74. It is in both chats. In both.
Mr. Bad Guess said Missy.
Missy.
bass, Speedmaster, Libby.
You're the bass player? No, that was me. I was the bass player in my band.
Look how many you guys all wrote in, and you're all mostly right.
Yeah. We pulled them up.
Wow, holy shit! Look at that. Why do you think I'm a guitar? I'm not, I play, but I'm not a guitar player.
Lead guitar, Speedy, Clarice. Well, that's interesting. Selena got it right. Also, lead singer Speedy Laverne.
Thanks, Selena.
That's amazing. Maybe I can figure out a runners up for the second in line, whoever got it second, which looks like it may be Selena. I'll go back through it, but anyway, yeah, lead singer
WJ74. You definitely are 100% the winner of the watch, though.
Yes,
you definitely got it first. Singer Speedmaster reduced. Wow, and that crazy, and spelled Laverne right.
Wow, look at that. So many got it right. Oh my God, that's amazing.
So many.
Patricia got it right too.
Yeah.
Wow. Mark Roberts got it right. My God. It was just WJ got to the keyboard quickest. That was it.
Man, you're mental. Oh, Andy Dufresne got it right too.
Well,
wrong order.
Nicholas
Bergen.
No, that was Missy.
Yeah, Missy, that's hilarious.
Guitar, Speedy, Cleverness. Now you only got one right there, Space Ace, the middle one. Wow. So WJ74, what you're going to have to do now is you're going to have to email me at the Timeless Watch channel at gmail.com. And I have to check that it's really you. So I'm going to reply with a number. I'm going to reply to your email right here in the show. And you're going to write it in the chat so you come up as the person. Do you understand? That way I can check that it's not somebody trying to pretend it's you. So the Timeless Watch channel at gmail.com. Just write me an email right now if you can, please. And claim your prize.
We could do runners up, like I'll make you a cobbler or I'll make you a quiche. How about that?
No, I can find something watch related. I can give away a case of Mirage. How about I do this? Mirage watch rolls for second place and third place. How about that? Is that nice? Mirage watch rolls. Nice leather ones as well, like the real shit. So who's second?
Let's get to it.
Going back to where okay, so it's definitely WJ74.
You are the winner.
Yes. And right behind him is Aletsonio. I mean, at least in this, let me see if Aletsonio was on my channel or on the iBashers channel.
How can you tell? I mean, I can only tell.
Yeah,
I'm only on.
I've got two. I've got both. I've got
you've got both.
StreamYard open, and I have the chat on iBashers open. The chat that everyone sees at home. I have that one open too, but I also have the private one here that gets to the direct feed, and they're both So WJ74, Aletsonia was second, and Head Groundsman looks like he was third. Singer Speedy Laverne.
Yep.
So Aletsonio is getting a what did I say? A watch roll, a leather watch roll from Mirage, brand new, never used, beautiful brown leather. And so is Head Groundsman. But the watch in question, this puppy, goes to WJ 74.
The winner.
That was nerve-wracking.
That was, wasn't it?
Patricia, congratulations.
Battle of Hastings.
That's nice, Patricia. Thanks for saying that. That's nice.
Yeah,
so nice. It looks like I just got a Gmail in. This is my way of... Okay, I'm going to write back to you a number right now. And I want you to type it in the... You're going to get an email straight back from me. And I want you to type it in the chat so the same person comes up, same face, so I know and I can check if it's really you. Just to make sure it's really you. Okay. This is an idea I came up with when I did a giveaway like a year ago or something. And it seemed like the only way. Because you have people then writing to me going, hey, I'm the... Okay, that's you, man. Confirmed. So now I have your email and we'll talk privately after the show and set up the shipping.
And for the other two.
And for Aletsonio and Head Groundsman, please do the same.
Congratulations, pal. And I'm glad because he's one of those guys that's very vocal on the channel and always shows up. But I am amazed that you guys are really 80, 90% of you got it all right. It's just that somebody was a little fast on the draw. It's always the guy that's fast on the draw. Nino says, damn it, Laverne.
Aren't you touched that so many people knew Laverne's name and everything?
I am. I'm incredibly moved, especially since we had such a shitty weekend because she was in the hospital and they said she might have a liver problem, but I hope it's not true. Text next week. Text next week. She
Alessandro, it's the Timeless Watch Channel at gmail.com.
Everybody's giving congratulations. That's great.
That's really nice.
See, where is he, by the way? WJ, where are you? Oh, she's going to say Australia.
Well, whatever. We'll cover the shipping. That's what we got to do. That's the way it works.
If anybody knows how old Laverne is, I'll bake you a quiche. Oh, you're in London. Okay, no problem.
Perfect.
That's great. Fantastic.
Well, that was interesting.
That was super fun. And it was Jesus.
Look at Wayne Grow. He just types 9, 12. Like all the lads trying their chancing their arm. Chancing their arm.
They're chancing.
By the way, in my new Ireland video, I talk about where the phrase chance your arm comes from. You ever hear that in Ireland?
Sure.
I was just chancing my arm.
Yeah.
I actually talk about the origin of that, where that comes from. St. Patrick's Cathedral in Dublin. So, yes, it's interesting. Quiche me, says Uncle Meridian. Quiche me.
He was very close, too. He was up there in the first batch of like 10. I saw him in there as well. You were in there.
Head Groundsman also emailed me at thetimelesswatchchannel at gmail.com. Not Timeless Watch Channel, but the Timeless Watch Channel at gmail.com. And we'll set it all up.
Just set it on up to the side, to a deluxe apartment.
Want me to show you the beast again?
Yeah.
Just for a little bit of watch porn.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. That's
nice, right?
Sick.
Isn't it?
That's fine. I'll take my milk house any day.
Did you scratch it yet?
No, I did not scratch it yet.
No, it's not going to be.
The only thing is, look what's about to happen now. Wait. What's about to happen? The sticker is trying to come off.
Alessandro, it's trying to. It always is the case. Alessandro, you are confirmed, and thank you for reaching out. The only other one is Heads Grandman. Heads Groundsman, if you want your Mirage Watch roll, you got to email me, thetimelesswatchchannel@gmail.com. Well, that is it.
That's it.
I mean, that's it. Good stuff. There's the watch, guys. That's the one. WJ.
Look at that, Mr. Happy. Thank you. Have a drink on me, gentlemen.
Thank you. 20 British pounds. Thanks so much, man. Legend. Certainly will. I'm off to cook some late dinner now with the kid.
You're going to cook a late dinner after you just said you just completely overate?
Well, we'll make something light and maybe have a glass of wine and, watch a movie or something like that. We're not going to do something crazy, but we just had a lot of chiquetti earlier and we went a little far with it, but we'll see. Wayne Grow, congrats to WJ74. Thank you for saying
indeed. Congrats indeed. Couldn't happen.
Tell her say hi. I will. No, that's fantastic. Yeah, there's the watch. Beauty. Well done. And thanks to everyone who subscribed to the iBashers. Watch them all unsubscribe now. Oh, fuck, I didn't win. Damn it.
Wah, 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 wah.
All right, man. I think we are coming to the end. Head Groundsman is not emailing me, so maybe he has stepped away from his computer or something. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Not really a problem. There's WJ74 with a super chat. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Love the channel. You certainly do if you knew those answers that quickly.
Holy
You know what? It's easy when you know, right? You know, when you don't know the answers, it seems hard. But when you just, you know, when you've got that background, you've been watching the show, you know it. You know all the
Dilip
good
says
stuff.
WJ74 just covered chipping.
Not even close, but that's
not
fine.
even close. That's right.
We'll get that out to you very, very soon, my friend. That's beautiful watching.
Amazing. Amazing.
Well done.
What a fun thing.
And congrats to everyone who got the answer right anyway, and so quickly. You guys are a fantastic crowd. Now you can never complain. We can never complain about the crowd here, man. Laverne identifies as Missy. Okay, Nicholas, maybe you have a point there.
That's so funny. Her nickname, and this will be for future reference, her nickname, I mostly call her 90% of the time, I refer to her as Lorelei. I never go, Laverne, come here. I would say, Lorelei.
I've never heard that before.
Because it's an inside the house thing.
I see.
You know, I'm like, where's Lorelei? Where's Lorelei? Where is she? I don't know. I've always done that. Just that's a very inside thing. But now they all know. But thanks for all of you subscribing. 1, 2, for knowing all of that information, which means you watch the show, which just makes it so great. And thanks to everybody who's involved in this whole thing. It was really, really, really amazing to get this done.
And you're doing a solo show tomorrow, correct?
I am.
On iBashers.
Yeah, tomorrow's show is going to be called The Aftermath.
Perfect.
Dr. Bob wants to know if I feed her milk and Pepsi. Everybody thinks her name is derived from Laverne and Shirley, and it is not, I swear to God. It's not. I love Laverne and Shirley, but it has nothing to do with that.
Nicholas wants to know if there'll be a New Year's show. There might be. It might be it might be the most fun we'll have. Which day of the week is that? It's a very good question.
Yeah, what day is that? I don't even know.
That is Sunday.
Oh, it's Sunday. Oh, Sunday night is New Year's Eve. New Year's Day is Monday.
Yes.
Well, I think that sounds fun.
It might be fun, man. Could be good for super chats as well. Everybody having a party and drinking and enjoying. I could make some more cocktails.
2 doors down. Do you know that song? 2 doors down. They're drinking and smoking and having a party. Anybody know that song?
Sunday fun
Very
day.
famous song from the 70s, and it's by one of the biggest artists and longest running artists in history. Dolly Parton,
smashed
from the 70s.
Yeah, I'll definitely be getting smashed on New Year's Eve. That's for sure. I mean, that's, you know, it's a thing we need to do. Hey, there's Heads Groundsman just in time. Can you reply to me? I'm going to reply to you, Heads Groundsman, with a number. And I want you to write that in the chat because I just need to confirm that it's you and not somebody pretending to be you who wants to steal your prize. You never know who's watching, my friend. So just reply in the chat on iBashers. Peter Campbell, Dolly Parton.
Wow. You guys are smart as fuck.
I did not know that song. By the way, there was a photo of her, beautiful black and white photo of her in the exhibition today. It was stunning.
Yeah. She made, I don't know where it is. I actually had it in my hand today. She made my favorite record of the last 20 years, Little Sparrow. It's a masterpiece. If you don't have Little Sparrow by Dolly Parton, but have a box of tissues nearby, because it's the most heartbreaking thing you've ever watched in your life, ever heard in your life. It's incredible. There's a song called Down from Dover, and man, destructive. She's a genius. She's got a rock and roll album out right now. It's kind of corny, but you know, good for her.
She's the best. She always has been. Head Groundsman, I need you to check your email and write that number in in the chat, just so I
Don't
know.
get disqualified, head groundsman.
Come on,
Don't get disqualified.
you waiting for his email to come through. Yeah. Well, anyway. That's it, man. Well, have a good show tomorrow, and I'll probably see you at the weekend if we do this.
For sure.
Yeah, we'll do mega iBashers madness, drinking and making cocktails
Drinking
and
and
stuff.
smoking and having a party.
Dave,
iBashers.
WJ74 has already done it. He was first to do that. I have confirmed where he is. Ross Patterson, thank you so much. $5. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you both. Same to you, Ross. You legends.
You legend. Who won the SEIKO? Oh, easy. Where were you? Where were you?
WJ74 won the
WJ74
SEIKO Easy. Yeah.
It was, it was close though. Gotta say, even though he was
close.
lightning crazy fast.
Yes. There were a couple of others that were just behind him, and they're getting consolation prizes. But everyone was very, very quick off the mark, I have to say. Who knows how it works? I mean, who knows if the YouTube algorithm puts one in front of the other when they both come in at the exact same moment? Who knows how that works? I guess it's probably best that we don't. But yeah.
I just typed something, see how fast it went.
Yeah,
it takes a minute. Takes a couple of seconds. There's a lag for sure.
Yeah.
You're all winners. You know what? In this world, you're all winners, my friends.
Hey, this is you, $10. Happy holidays. Same to you, my friend. Same to you.
I know that.
Well, I'm just glad we were able to make that happen without any hiccups. So that's fucking cool. All right. Well,
Pete Campbell says he heard WJ74 post in Penthouse in the 1970s. Well, lucky him. Lucky you, because you get to look at it. Do you have that issue? Penthouse. It's like Playboy, but slutty.
I love that stuff.
Remember, like Playboy magazine was the most elegant erotica in the world, with like incredible interviews and commentary, all the best science in the world. It was an amazing thing.
It was actually it was a good read. It was a good read.
Incredible. And now it barely exists.
Nathaniel's in the room, $10. Thank you so much, Nathaniel. Legend. I hope to see you guys. I think at this point, I'm 99% sure I'm going to, with or without you, Dirk, hopefully with you, do a Sunday show for New Year's. Mind you, we have to do, we're six hours apart, so we have to start it at my New Year's and end it with yours. So that could be a lot.
Too bad I don't have free airline tickets anymore. I could have pulled a tricky one.
Oh yeah.
That would be cool. Paul used to say, just go.
Carolyn Martin. Lost gracefully.
Who really helped out in a major way with this giveaway, by the way.
There you are, Head Grandsman. You are now confirmed. That's definitely you. Thank you, man. Thanks for doing that. Sorry about that complication. I just want to make sure. There's always these people out there trying to, swindle. So, mind you, I think the crowd are well above that, but you never know. There could be one dude in there playing around. So, no longer an issue. Have a great show tomorrow night, Dirk. Congrats to the winners. Fantastic stuff.
Can't leave.
Uncle Meridian, Happy New Year, gents. Someday discuss the SS United States. We might do that. Yeah, sure.
Hey, man, I don't know where you are, but you know what? Paul is the New York chairman, president of the New York chair. He's the chair of the New York chapter. So I've been on the SS United States 1,000 times. We take private tours. If you ever want to hook aboard, Dirk Kennedy at iCloud.com. That's my email address. You can text me. You can send me a message. If you're in the area and we're going there, if you're interested in ship stuff, get on board. There you go.
Roar the Tiger, $5. Have you just seen the YouTube vid of Dolly Parton singing in an Irish pub? She was lovely. I want to go see that. Wow. Alitsonia, one of our winners tonight.
The money kept rolling in.
Canadian. Yeah, it seems like all the super chats are coming in now. We shouldn't finish the show. Funds who assist in the USA, Italy relocation.
That's me, baby. I can't wait to be an expatriate. Done. I want to go to Italy and just sit in a piazza and smoke and drink wine and go, viva la vita. That's it.
Yeah, man. Okay, we signing off? We're signing off.
We're
Great
signing
show.
off.
Congrats to the winners. Fantastic. And everybody who got the answer right. That's fun.
Congratulazione.
Hey, we should do these more often, you know? I've got tons
Giveaways?
of watch stuff lying around that I can happily hand out to the crowd. This is a great idea. Love it. Fantastic.
Playing the brushes. This is one of Paul's super fine painting brushes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not making any sound, though. Oh, it is now.
Yeah, I'm doing it with the brushes. I'm trying to do like a Buddy Rich.
See you tomorrow. Or I won't see you on the show, but I'll be watching.
You can join in if you want.
Sure, maybe if I'm in the mood. Otherwise, I'll see you at the weekend, man. And I'll see the rest of you guys for Who Needs a Drink on Friday.
I'm technically supposed to see you later because we're supposed to all get together for a holiday drink later. I don't know if that's happening, but
you really?
Yeah, from your brother and Dana.
Oh, okay. Well, let me know.
Maybe. Let's see.
All right. Ciao.
Thanks, everybody.